Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Woohoo!
And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a carry for Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Seven, 7, our score after 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
48, the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
74. Hey, box drop.
Watch the run. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Bring it.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Under crunch. Sponge. No. Bang.
The quick feet by Jackson. And some room to maneuver.
You get one of those. That's all.
In for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Hey, exit.
From the 30 on second down. Wentz.
Oh.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
14, 82, 14. Bring it to you.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Kill. Alpha.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson.
Can't let him get behind you, 38.
30.
You know better than
That's
that.
the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Go, boy, bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
Dang.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Hey, wahoo! 357.
48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 48. Mike 48. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 20. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Listen.
They're going to try and run.
He was in.
And he gets
was
halfway
in.
there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Hit that. There it is. Let's
And
go.
he fires one that's
Let's go, Grugier.
intercepted.
Let's go, Grugier Hill.
Picked off at the
Let's go,
38.
baby. Let's go.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
What's left? What's left? You can't block me. You can't. Check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check. Mike, for here. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, team 6.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Hatchet. Slam. Check.
Get the ball.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's got
the ball.
first
Get the
down
ball.
past midfield.
Halftime.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Hey, alert 48. Kill. 48 right now. Let's go. You're not ready. You're not ready. 48.
Hey, echo. Here, shoot.
48.
What's your son?
48. Come on. All day. Just like that. Just like that.
What's that?
From the gun on third down, Wentz.
He's fast,
He'll be
man.
taken
He's
down, but
fast.
not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 46 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at
I mean,
minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed
Ball, boy.
how they were going to get
Get
that
that
done.
ball.
This is where scripting comes into play a lot of
How
the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever
it is.
terminology
There
they
it is.
use.
Get that ball.
Just something to get
Get
you
that ball.
off to a quick start.
Get that ball.
Room here to run.
Come on. Come on, don't let him do it. All
They'll
right.
take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, that one caught by Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Sanders. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 62 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Damn, Sully, what are you doing? He left them all alone. I didn't even go for him. I don't even know where he was.
To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 58 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it
215.
across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Where they describe the
Good
scenario,
blocks. Good
tell you what they're
blocks.
looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
36 to Mike. I got you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Here we go.
Double dog. That's the way.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kill, kill, kill. Switch, switch, switch.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here we go.
Another run here with
Right up the
Sanders.
middle, man.
And he is into
You give me the middle all day.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Sitting down, boys.
He's
That's right.
after a
Sitting
gain
down.
of 2 out to the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 99. Check 99. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, check.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Right there. Get him. Right there. Right there. Get him right there. Get the ball.
He's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
Get him. Come on, fellas. Get his ass.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get him right there. Right there. Get him right there.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Hey, watch this.
Shit.
Stepping up,
down.
he'll try and run.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails. Kind of set.
Sit him down. Get it. Oh, there it is. Go, big boy. Go, big boy. Game over. Good game.
This time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Good game, man.
And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Watch the run, watch the run.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.